Hello, lovely people of the world, once again to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. In the previous episode, we conquered the world of Crystal Glacier, and we unfortunately had to go visit Moneybags once again because we need to pay him off to open the next world, because that's dumb. Moneybags is dumb. So, in today's video, we'll be collecting a couple more of the gemstones out here. And after we take care of all that, we will be going over this way as soon as we get to the staircase. It's right here. Yay! After we take care of all that, we'll be going over here to the world of Zephyr. I really hope I pronounced that correctly because I never had to actually say it vocally. I wasn't quite an on-screen casualty, but it was pretty close, so we're gonna count it.
Okay, Spyro, looks like we got us a bit of a situation here. The breeze builders have got us pinned down, and we've been waiting for a volunteer to blow up their munitions building. Looks like you're it.
Alright, fine, be that way. I did not volunteer as tributes. But now we're inside the world of Zephyr, and it's an interesting one. Now, I don't have any problems with it, except for one thing, which we'll be getting into a little bit later, but as for right now, it's a pretty fine level so far. So we go over here, and there are going to be some of these evil birds everywhere, and birds, as we all know, are evil. That's why Twitter is an evil website. Actually kind of like Twitter. Actually, you know what? I want to talk about it real quick. So, for a while there, I did use Facebook for a while, but then I just kind of stopped using it because I didn't like it anymore. And then I started using Twitter. I opened that account when I wanted to get notifications on PAX tickets. And I gotta say, I like Twitter way more than I ever liked Facebook.
Dang cannons just ain't working for me. Do you think you can blast that bird, soldier? Jump up here and give it a try.
Alright, fine. Interrupt my story, will you? So, we go over here, we can blow up the bird. Yep, that's pretty fascinating. But if we turn the cannon around, there's another door over here, which is quite adorable. Ah, that was a horrible joke, even for my standards. How all people aren't unsubscribed from me at this point, I will never know. But going back to what I was saying a moment ago, I like Twitter. It definitely does have its low points. I will definitely say that. Not all websites are perfect, and Twitter is definitely one of those sites. But I gotta say, of all the social media sites that I have used, it's probably definitely my favorite. And I'm not quite sure if I'm ever going to use another one or anything like that. Like, I have no idea if I'll ever bother to open an Instagram or anything like that. And even if I do, I'm sure that when the day comes, that's probably going to be like the social media site that everybody moved on from 12 years ago, because that's how it usually works. Like how it is, my theater class, pretty much everybody here used TikTok, and I had no idea what it was until I was asking them about it. And let's just say that they were all quite literally like, how do you not know what TikTok is? And things like that. It was an interesting experience. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to get to these birds, but I don't remember. That hurt my feelings. Okay, owie. So, we take care of that, and it seems like what you want to do is that you want to dodge out of the way of the missile, and let them come to you, and then you can blow them up. So take care of that. So there's going to be some of these lizard thingies everywhere, or caterpillars, or whatever they're supposed to be. They kind of look like caterpillars, but they also look like lizards. I don't know what they're supposed to be. But anyway, we go over here, and that was only the opening area of this world. There's more to it. And we take care of that. And I gotta say, it's kind of weird that the birds are the ones that are evil in this world. You'd think they would be the good guys, because that's usually how it goes, but I'm not gonna judge. They are a pretty fun enemy to deal with. So we go over here, ignore you, and destroy your face. Got some more gemstones. Did we get everything over there? Yes, we did, because Sparks is pointing in the opposite direction that we came from, which means there's no more gemstones over there. Shiny, shiny, shiny! It always throws me off how the green gemstones in Spyro games are worth 2 instead of 1. Like, I have Zelda ruby counts ingrained into my brain. So it always throws me off as seeing when a green ruby is only worth like 2 when they're usually worth 1 in most Zelda games. Except for Link's Awakening where they're worth 5, because that's how rubies work apparently. And yes, I know they're called rupee. I just call them rubies because I like pronouncing things the way I like to pronounce them. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Alright, wait for the birds to come back down here. Come on, birdies, feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Those are the only lyrics I know that song. Now, come back here. Come back here and say it to my face, you bird. Come over here. Who do you think you are? You... Bird. Bird. Come here, birdie. I have a present for you. It's called death. Oh, fine. I see how it is. I didn't want to destroy you anyway. I say weird things sometimes. Anyway, we go over this way. That rhymed. Unintentional rhymes are fun. Rhymes are so funny. So, I was watching a streamer, Mini Minchino. She was doing a birthday stream where she was playing Ocarina of Time on her birthday. And something funny that happened was that she was unintentionally rhyming. So there was one point where I commented and I was like, unintentional rhymes are the best. They really put your mind to the test. It's just a silly thing, but I thought it was amusing. Anyway, enough about that, because we go over here. And there's a giant metallic box right there. And let's see if we can destroy the bird. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, fine, we'll go over there. I see how it... What the... Bird! That is inconsiderate. You do not throw a missile at somebody's face. You just... No, you don't do that. That is rude. Stupid bird. Come back over here. Come back over there and say it to my face. Who do you think you are? There we go. We comboed him. We totally comboed him. That was totally worth it. And I can't be too loud because I have neighbors and it's like 3 in the morning when I'm recording this. It's 3 in the morning. Now it's 2 in the morning. I'm an hour off. Yay for time things. Woo! We need that cannon for one more thing. So we'll go back over here and activate the cannon once again. I really like this mechanic, how you use your fire to activate a cannon.
Wow! What an explosion! It sure is a good thing I had my helmet on. Oh yeah, the Colonel wanted me to give this talisman to you if you got through the Breeze Builder defenses. Good job, soldier.
But do you think we're done with this level? No, 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 no. We still have plenty of stuff to do. So, now we've taken care of all that, let's go down here.
My name is Little Bo Peep, and I've lost my cowlicks. With these battles going on all of the time, they keep running away. Can you help me get them back into my pen?
Alright, so now we're beginning into the interesting part of this level. So I gotta say, I'm sure these things are supposed to be cute, but well, I can't really show off what I'm trying to talk about when they're not facing me, but, like, No, their face. I'm sorry, but no. They're demons. I'm sure the people here think they're cute, but you're kidding me. I can't show off everything in this world yet because I can't climb a ladder. Oh boy. That was a good idea on my part. Okay, we'll do what we can, but just know that there's probably a good chunk of this world that we can't finish right now, because I'm an idiot box who didn't get the ladder ability before coming into this place. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Alright, so we'll continue on over here.
What light from yonder window breaks? That window up there, dummy! The professor said he was working on a way to help me get back with Juliet, but I haven't seen him in a long time. Huh?
Alright, so looks like we're going to be reuniting Romeo and Juliet because everybody loves random Shakespearean things. So that's an interesting thing. So, the thing that I alluded to earlier about the thing that I didn't really particularly care that much for in this world, it's gonna be coming up pretty soon, and oh boy, do I have a small rant about that. Not a big one, it's gonna last like 3 minutes or something like that. Just something that really bothers me about this version of the game. Well, I suppose all the versions of Spyro too. So we go over this way. And there's gonna be some more of those demon cows. I'm not gonna be going for them right now though, because I believe the last one is we need the ladder climbing ability to find it, so we're to save hunting those ones down until we get that ability. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna be editing that because the ladder ability is literally not that far away from where we are right now, so I might edit this video in a way where we go back to this in a moment. I'm not quite sure about that yet.
Spyro, my boy, I've got a magic bean, seed for you in here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Why don't you plant it in the ground and see what grows?
This is well, it's certainly a gameplay mechanic. So basically what you want to do is there's going to be, we're going to spit that out and it's going to grow a platform. Unfortunately, it's just an okay thing. So it's kind of weird going through this area, but like basically the big idea is that they want you to be able to go across this area and wait, is this right? Yeah, we did it. Okay, that's cool. But basically what they want you to do is that they want you to, how do I word this? They want you to have these abilities so that you can go across this area. That kind of goes without saying, but the way you platform around this area just isn't really all that interesting in my personal opinion. So, like, we need one more to get up there, so what we want to do, we're going to want to burn that one because that apparently makes seeds shrink. Who would have thought? Water makes them grow and fire makes them shrink. Because everybody learned that from physics class, or botany class, or whatever scientific terminology you want to use. And we go over here, there's going to be another seed located this way. Now, I remember this taking me a really long time to figure out on my first playthrough of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I remember it taking a long time to figure this one out. So, I'm not overly fond of this area. Like, obviously nowadays, I know it's not nearly as difficult as I made it out to be when I first played this game, but still, it's one of those things where I had a hard time with this on my first playthrough, so I will always despise this with every fiber of my being. And that will grow the last of beanstalk, so now we can climb over this area. I do like how this kind of takes several ideas from like ancient stories and things like that, of Romeo and Juliet, the characters, and now we have beanstalks right here. It's an interesting idea, and it's certainly not a bad level. It's just, in my personal opinion, I think that this could have been implemented a little bit more interestingly. I'm not saying it's a bad idea or anything like that, it's just a little bit obnoxious figuring this out in our first playthrough. Hooray for jump cuts! So that would take care of that, we can go over here. And hopefully we'll be able to do this. I remember this being hard to get on the PlayStation version. But that might just be because I was bad at the game. So we go over here, we want to be careful with these evil Donkey Kong birds. I mean, just look at them, they're throwing barrels, they're obviously Donkey Kong. So we take care of that, and we could use... There we go. Now, we can use the X button to aim. Unfortunately, there's no gyro aiming or anything like that. What was that? What was that? Spyro. That was nowhere near where I was aiming. Now we got to climb all the way back up there. Oh boy, ain't that fun. Alright, we did it. That was the button. So we go over here and we want to be careful over here. Remember, you could press the X button on the Switch controller to jump up just a little bit higher. And that's pretty fun. What's not fun is falling 2 feet away from your objective. And okay, I gotta say, look at this. The professor is right here. He's standing right there, and as far as we can tell, he hasn't moved yet. And he won't move at all. At least from whenever we look at him from the camera angle over there. Like, we can't see him right now, we can barely see him, and he's still over there. But keep an eye on screen. We just saw him over there, and now he's over there! What the heck? How did he get over there so fast? And why didn't he tell us how to get there? Okay, things like that. That is like one of my biggest nitpicks with games, is when you have the character just suddenly teleport and they have no explanation for how they got there so quickly.
Well done, my boy. Here are 2 more seeds to get you the rest of the way. Oh, and take this with you if you don't mind. It's been cluttering up my pockets.
That's been cluttering up your pockets, and we need them to defeat Ripto! I'm working with a bunch of morons! Like, seriously! If these people just gave me all their orbs right away, we wouldn't have to do any work! That's another thing that kind of drives me crazy, is that they always have their orbs, and they're always saying, oh, it's cluttering up space. It's like, then don't! Just give them to me right away! Had to reset the puzzle because I messed it up. But what you want to do is that you want to have a seed and just drop it off over there. And then we can go over down here and pick up the other seed. Do not talk to the professor when you're down here, because if you do, then you're going to reset the puzzle and it's not going to be all that pleasant of an experience. So, now we've taken care of all that, we can go... wait, what's going on? Spyro, are you okay? Okay. I don't know what's going on, but he's kind of vibrating. That's amusing. I can't stop laughing. This is funny. I have to ruin it now because I gotta go back down there because I missed. I think what happened was that his foot was caught on a slope or something like that, and the game couldn't figure out how you're supposed to be positioned, but... that's amusing. Okay, seriously, it's going exactly where I'm aiming right there, but... Third time's a charm. There we go. Alright, with that taken care of, we can now take the other seed and go over this way.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Oh, there's Romeo. You can have this. I don't need it anymore.
Now that's a sweet ending and all, but that is my big problem with this world. So, the voice actors, they're fine in this version. Like, I don't have any problems with them, with the actors themselves, and I'll continue this right now, try talking about them.
Oh, I've missed my Romeo. If he wasn't so short, we'd get married.
And just look at that! That's just rude!
You've reunited me with Juliet! Oh, now we can take our honeymoon in Idle Springs!
That's just rude. But, I gotta say, the voice actors, they're pretty good in this game, but that's what they sounded like in the Reignited trilogy, and this is what they sounded like in the original PlayStation version.
Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Oh, there's Romeo. You can have this. I don't need it anymore. How I've missed my Romeo. If he wasn't so short, we'd get married.
Why did they have to change it? It was so funny in the original. That was like the highlight of this world in my first playthrough of this game, but then they changed it and it makes me sad now. So during the loading screen, I was looking over my notes for this Let's Play, and it seems like we're not missing that much, not being able to climb the ladder immediately. So, just like what we've been doing with the past couple videos, where we can't get everything on the first run, there will be an episode towards the end of the Let's Play where we will go back to any worlds that we couldn't get everything before and get what we missed on the first run. So we'll be taking care of those remaining gems in that video. But I'm taking care of all that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. In the next video, we'll be going inside Breeze Harbor. And this is a particularly fun one that I'm very excited to record. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.